Hello and welcome to my channel. As you can see, I'm sitting here by my door because this was the only place I could find light, and I really wanted to make this video as quickly as I could and bring it out to you as soon as possible because I've been a bit slow this week. I am sorry. So this is just about getting to know me a little bit better and answering some of the questions that you guys have that I get on in my comments ever so often. And so let's start. So the first question is, where are you from? I grew up in South Africa, in Johannesburg, South Africa. Went to school there, spent all my life in Johannesburg. Right now I am living in The Hague, which is a city in the Netherlands, but this is only temporary because I'm living and working here right now, but I am going back to South Africa soon. I mean, if I could go back now, I would. There's no place like South Africa. There's no place like home. I was just like Dorothy with the shoes, and she's like, there's no place like home, there's no place like home, there's no place like home, and just teleport back to South Africa. If I could do that, I would do that right now, because guys, there's just no comparison. Like, this place is nice and everything, but it's nothing like South Africa. It's nothing like home. It's nothing like the people at home. It's nothing like the food. It's nothing like the cultures, the melting pot of cultures. It's just, I miss it so much, so I can't wait to go back. Second question is, what is your channel about? This channel is about pageants, of course. It's everything to do with the pageant world. I've been watching pageants religiously since about 2003, 2004. I remember one of the first, and the pageant I used to watch was Miss South Africa. That's the first pageant that I watched. And then I participated in a pageant back in primary school. And I just loved pageants. And I remember like Cindy Now and Claudia Henkel, just really thinking they were so beautiful and so amazing. And this my love affair started, and it's even stronger now. So this channel just does prediction videos, analysis videos. It's fun, and it focuses mainly on Miss World and Miss Universe and the national pageants that send contestants to those competitions. But as I said, I want to expand it a little bit more and deal with Miss International, Miss Earth, Miss Intercontinental. But let me know what you guys think. And for me, I love having discussions with other people. I love talking to other pageant fans, to experts, to coaches, and hearing what they have to say. For me, it's just a lot of fun, and hopefully in the future I can make a little bit more of it, grow this channel, but grow the community around it. I want to get into pageant coaching in the future. And for me, because being prepared for a pageant in terms of interview, in terms of walk and presenting yourself, prepares you for other aspects of life as well. If you can ace a pageant interview, you can ace an interview for any other job, especially if we're talking about a very good, solid pageant system. So yeah, no, I just love pageants and I love it all. And I also defend pageants because they're criticized a lot as being anti-feminist and all that nonsense. And so for me, they just mean a lot, and it's just a celebration of femininity and strength. And yeah, that's what this channel is about. But it's also lighthearted and it's positive, and there's no room for negativity. Your favorite YouTubers, or my favorite YouTubers, I love YouTube. I don't have a TV, so all I have is Netflix and YouTube, and I am fine. So I'm always on YouTube. I can spend hours. I watch Geography Now. It's a channel about geography and profiling different countries. It's amazing. I would recommend that. I love Unreported World, which does documentaries. I love watching documentaries. Actually, if there was like one channel I would recommend, it is Unreported World. They have amazing stories from all over, from South Africa, from Madagascar, Israel, Brazil, Colombia, all over. I'm just thinking of the ones I've recently seen. It's an incredible channel, and you learn so much because, you know, a lot of the times on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, we see a side of the world that we're presented with that is very glamorous, that is very upper class, that's very filled with a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fluff and all that. And it's very easy to forget that the world, there's so much pain, there's so much suffering, and there's so many people whose voices are not heard. And what I love about Unreported World is that they bring that to the forefront, and you get to hear from people you never hear from before, and see the pain and the injustice that's around the world, and you can actually take steps to make a change maybe not far away, but within your own community, whether it means opening up a soup kitchen, volunteering for a soup kitchen, whatever it is, there's so much we can do to help, but we cannot help if we don't know what's going on. And I love documentaries that expose that. An Unreported World is spectacular. It really is flawless. Okay, favorite music. Oh my gosh, I love everything. Now, if you go to my channel and then go to my playlist, you will see I have different types of playlists on everything. So I love opera, I love classical music, I love R&B, I love pop. I listen to a lot of old music, so I don't listen to a lot of new music. Once in a while, like every year I might know about like maybe 10 new songs, and that's very little. But I love every genre. There's not a genre of music that I've listened to that I haven't liked. I like fado, which is Portuguese folk music, so that's someone like Marisa. And yo estoy aprendiendo español, así que yo escucho mucha música española como Shakira, Nelly Furtado, J Balvin, Ozuna, and so I listen to a lot of Spanish music. I think my favorite artist is Shakira in terms of that. So yeah, no, music is everything to me. Every genre, every type of music. I love gospel, everything. Celebrity crush. I don't have any celebrity crushes right now. Maybe Zac Efron, I don't know. But growing up, I had two. I had Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys, and we got married in my mind. He was everything to me. The song, I don't know who you are, where you're from, I don't know who you are, that song, where you're from. I don't care who you are, where you're from, or what you do, as long as you love me. I literally thought that Nick Carter was singing that song for me. And then I got over him when I got a little bit older, and I started having a really big crush on another boy band member, Serj Tankian, the lead singer of System of a Down. He was my everything. So yeah, those are like my two big celebrity crushes, but not so much anymore. Okay, favorite Miss Universe and favorite Miss World winner. My favorite Miss Universe title holder, it's always changing. I always go like in different periods. Like a few weeks ago, I was obsessed with Paulina Vega, 2014. And now I'm obsessed with someone else. But in terms of consistency, I love Demi Leonel Peters. She won in 2017 because I woke up in the morning to watch her win. It was being played live in South Africa, and I had goosebumps. Like goosebumps, just every stage that she was called. When she was called to the top 16, top 10, top 5, and then when she eventually won, it was just such an interesting, amazing, wholesome feeling to see South Africa represented so well on the world stage. And then I love Leila Lopez, 2011, felt the same way, and Mpule Kwelahobe of Botswana as well, another African queen. It's just it's a different type of feeling seeing one of your own win. Kind of feels like I won a little bit, you know what I mean? You can see yourself in those contestants because they come from a similar place, and it's just such a special feeling. And their reigns were spectacular. They were dignified. They were just exemplary. So they are my favorite all-time queens. But honestly, I think I love every single Miss Universe title holder. They are amazing. And then my favorite Miss World. There've been fewer African winners of Miss World. I think only. Yeah, I don't know how many, but very few, and 2 in recent years. I love Rolene Strauss of South Africa. Same thing with what happened with Demi. It was just a goosebump moment when she won. It was like, wow. And it had been a long time since we had won an international crown rather. So that was an amazing moment. And Megan Young of the Philippines, she won the previous year, 2013. She's also one of my favorite Miss Worlds. She's so gorgeous. She has just this youthful exuberance about her, and she still works very closely with Miss World. I don't know why I'm getting tongue twisted. And no, she really is a spectacular Miss World. I love her so much. Okay, what do you do for fun? I don't know if this is considered fun for other people, but I love reading. I read a lot. I go through about maybe 12 books a year if it's a bad year. and even about 15 books. I also read the same book over and over again if I'm obsessed with it. So reading is fun for me. I write a lot, so I do spend a lot of time on my own. I write a blog called Reluctant Feminists. It's at blogspot. I'll put the link down in the description box. Please check it out. I think it's good and I want to grow it, and it's great. Here in the Netherlands, I do far less than I used to do back home, and I definitely do a lot more reading and writing now because I live like a big portion of my life in South Africa. But while I was in South Africa, a lot of what I did in my spare time, if it wasn't writing, if it wasn't reading, if it wasn't exercising, it would be spending a lot of time at church, spending a lot of time at the Mercy House, which is an organization I volunteer for, which helps refugees. So I would teach English to French-speaking refugees because je parle français, and so it was easy for me to teach them English, and it was just something I enjoyed doing. So that's what I would do in my spare time, and I got so much fulfillment from it, and so much, it just made me so happy as well. So I do consider it also what I do for fun, even though it's not necessarily fun, but I love it so much and I enjoy it. I do it to help them, but I receive a lot by helping them, and so it's just so great, and I've made amazing friends. Next question is top travel destinations. I want to go to Thailand. No, and the Philippines. I want to go there. When I saw the Miss Universe contestants in 2016 in the Philippines, I was so jealous. I wanted to go there. Before that, I had never really known that it has so much to offer in terms of all the islands and all the food and the culture. So I'm so excited to go to the Philippines. It's easy for South Africans to go there. We don't need a visa for the Philippines. We don't need a visa for Thailand. I want to go to Indonesia, New Zealand, and Lebanon and Armenia. And then in the other, so that's like the Eastern Hemisphere. The Western Hemisphere, I want to go to Colombia, Panama, Ecuador, Brazil, and Dominican Republic. And I can improve my Spanish alongside that. And then in terms of my favorite destinations that I've been to, it's two. It's Ghana. I went there because I won a scholarship in 2015, and then we went at the beginning of 2016. It was awarded by the Department of Humanities at, or the Faculty of Humanities at Wits University. It was me and 4 other history students, and we won the scholarship. So I was engaged learning in Ghana, and as an African history scholar, and particularly West African history, it was an eye-opening trip. It was an amazing trip. The people were warm. We went to castles, we went to the coast, we went all different types of places. We also had a lot of time in lecture halls as well. But that, it was an incredible trip. I need to go back to West Africa again because it just ignited in me such a love for West Africa, and it was an incredible journey. And then Poland, I went in 2016 as well, and that was fantastic. So much warmth and acceptance from the people. I was blown away, and yeah, I definitely want to go back to Poland again. I was in Krakow and in Wrocław, so I'd like to see other cities like Gdansk and Warsaw in particular. Okay, and then the next question is, any hidden talents? I don't know if this is a talent, but I can name all the capital cities in the world off by heart. I can tell you any place, like any country. Ask me any country and I can place it on the map. I know where every country is. I know where every river is, and ocean, obviously every ocean. I mean, that's easy. All the straits of the world, all that sort of just nerdy stuff. I love geography. I have never studied it formally or anything. I stopped doing geography in grade 9, but I just love geography with my whole heart and soul. It's just so much fun for me. It's just one of those things that I just enjoy, and I think I'm good at telling jokes. I don't know if they're very funny. I don't know if I'm going to be the next best comedian, the next Trevor Noah, but I love telling jokes. And here's a joke. What do you call it when you throw a Finnish sailor overboard? Helsinki. Okay. Please laugh. Okay, my proudest achievement. I think it's just very difficult because there's just so much I can think of. But the one thing is coming here to the Netherlands, leaving my family behind, becoming a bit more independent, and just becoming so strong. It was very difficult, but I knew it was something that I had to do for my own personal growth and for just becoming who I'm supposed to become. But it was very hard. It is almost excruciating at the beginning. And even now, there are times I just think, oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into? So I am proud that I had the strength to do that. And now I think I've got the strength to do a whole lot more. And it allowed me to become who I really am. So yeah. And then the last question is, who are your favorite authors? In terms of my childhood authors, I really loved C.S. Lewis and J.K. Rowling, of course. And I think J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter series just remains one of my favorite, and I reread the books often. Like I was just rereading The Prisoner of Azkaban. It must be the 5th time I've read it. So obviously her, but I think as an adult, I really enjoy African authors, and I think my favorite is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. And my favorite book from her, the first book I read from her was Purple Hibiscus, but certainly my favorite is Americana. I love her short stories as well, but she's just an incredible woman and an incredible writer, and stories that just, you delve into Nigeria, because most of her things are set in Nigeria and around Nigerians, and you just delve into that society, you delve into that world, and she completely captures your imagination. So I love that. And then for other books that I love Hugo by Bart Jones, and Creole by Jose Agualusa, and I actually did a few reviews on those on this channel many months ago, like a long time ago. It didn't get many views, but if you want to, you can check out my channel and you'll see those book reviews, and I talk about the things I love about those books. And if you want more book reviews, you can let me know, and I will be actually starting another channel that will be to do with history, geography, and books, and it will be just about that specifically. And I don't want to do it on this channel because I want to focus just on pageants, and then I'll do a separate channel about those other topics that I'm very passionate about as well. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit more about me, and I want to hear your comments. I want to hear like where you guys from, who are your favorite Miss World title holders, Miss Universe title holders, and all sorts of stuff. And I love interacting with all of you. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video.